Hi. What's up, Perk? Yeah, we're very, 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 very early stream today. It's like 3 hours early. I'm just gonna drink a water. And that's because I'm gonna be busy a bit later in the day. Around after my usual stream time. And I wanted to just, you know, get a stream in today. Well, I asked for opinions in the server first, but yeah, I wanted to get a stream in today. You know, shit's happening. We don't need to talk about all that. We're just gonna talk about whatever comes to mind. Chill, you know, kind of chill out. Take things easy for a bit. Hopefully, you know, hopefully we can just talk about whatever and that'll help people feel a little better about things. Well, or at least provide a distraction for a couple hours, you know? I did say SpongeBob. I guess I probably will do the SpongeBob levels. I wasn't even sure if I was going to actually do the SpongeBob levels, because I want to, like, do the story mode in this game, too. But I think it'd be fun to do a little bit of SpongeBob at least. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna like dwell too long on anything, so I'm literally just gonna go straight to the game. I don't need to talk about like pre-stream stuff, whatever. Y'all already know what's up. Wiping my glasses down first. Okay. Over there. Yeah. Last time I played Powerwash Sim, we were playing the Shrek DLC. With Will Yoko, and I would have asked if I would have asked Will if he wanted to join for this, but it is Christ, what time? Hold on. 3, 4. Well, Will's in California, so that's like 8 hours before where we're at right now. So that's like what? Fucking 3, 2, 1. It's like 7 in the morning. Yeah, Will's not gonna be up yet. Will is not gonna be up yet. So yeah, we're just gonna go play solo for a bit. I don't know if anyone else on my Steam friends list has it like who has this game is like up, so I'm like fairly certain that everybody's currently like either asleep or busy. Oh, yeah, nah. We'll just really play solo for a little bit. Oh, and I should get some music going. I'll get that going once we start a level. But yeah, we have all the special packs. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do the Halloween one. Because it's just out of season. It's like barely out of season, the Halloween one. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, and I'll get some music going. I have a playlist for today. And it's something I haven't fully listened to myself. You know how people make OSTs for Isaac, for example, like a fan OST for The Binding of Isaac? I found one that's a complete like custom OST for Sonic CD, based around house music and Latin house music of the 1990s, which I've heard a couple songs from. Very good stuff, but I'm probably gonna just play that in the background today. At least until we run out. But I think that's probably gonna be fun to listen to. Oh, I'm gonna have to get Firefox Audio Hearable for that. Yeah, let me get that shit on. And load the Halloween house. Okay. Super Powerwash Services, you made it. Phew. I'm due to host this year's Halloween party. My castle's been hit by a muck spell. There's a rift growing in the witch community. While most of us have embraced a new take on Halloween, more colour, vibrancy, and celebration, some, like the Sour Sisters, are still a bit more stuck in their ways. They'd rather we mostly moseyed around the woods, picked a few noxious herbs, flung them in the cauldron with some random offcuts, and passed the night away pulling scary faces at each other. Don't know about you, but that's the last thing I need right now. So I just finished checking out the place for a festival of fun when the Sour Sisters' muck spell struck. Shameless sabotage, but the only way to deal with the negative energy is to blast it with yet more positive energy, and in this particular case, a whole lot of water. So please spray away so I can get this party started. Right. Yeah, let's clean the Halloween house. So I started I started, what's it fucking called? Pokemon Indigo, like the Indigo Disc DLC in Pokemon Violet, yeah? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a team, right? I'm gonna make a team of things I've not used before. Ideally things new to this generation. And I'm gonna do like no type overlap, right? So I make a team. And see if you can spot the problem before I say what it is. So, okay, hold on. So my team is Glamara, Hydrapple, Iron Valiant, Iron Bundle, Lokix, and Ceruledge. Now all of those have a dual type Pokemon with 2 different types each, and they're new Pokemon that I haven't used before, so that's all fine. But there is a problem with that team that is making things difficult for me, and I don't know if you guys will be able to guess what it is if you don't know Pokemon stuff that well, but it's something I didn't consider at all before I decided on those Pokemon. I'll wait for like a minute and see if we have any guesses, and then if not, I'll just say what's up. I'll just clean the Halloween house for now. Oh, the column's been cleaned. Okay. Does the top part also need separate liquid? Oh no, that's just part of one thing. Okay. Okay, so the problem with that team, as much as I like it, no, it's not Earthquake. That's actually not what I was thinking. The problem is that all of those Pokemon are fast physical or special attackers. None of them are bulky at all. I don't have any fucking bulk on my team. Everything dies in like 2 hits. They're all glass cannons. This team is like made of fucking terracotta. Every single one of them. And I didn't even think about it. And there's like fuck all I can even do. Other than change my team. And I might do that. But I don't know what I would swap out with what. I know I definitely want to use Hijackal, right? Because that's like the fucking cool ass like Applin that I took a while to get, and I traded it over to I traded it over to, you know, Sword and Shield to get the Battle Tower ribbon on it and the Champion ribbon before I evolved into Diplin. So I'm definitely using that one, yeah. So, and I'm probably also going to stick with Glamara, because when am I going to get the chance to use, like, Toxic Debris, red card strats in, like, double battles, especially? In, like, outside of playing PvP, which I don't really want to do, you know? I'm never going to get that chance. So that's two. I'm definitely sticking with those two. The rest of the team, I might swap some of them out. I would like to use at least one Paradox Pokemon. And if I stick with any of them, it might end up being Iron Bundle from those two. And then I might also swap in, like, Iron Treads or Iron Hands. Because the Iron Hands especially is a very physically bulky Pokemon. Iron Treads is also has some bulk, though not as much. And then I actually can make Ceruledge, so I'm gonna run Ceruledge with Assault Vest and try and raise its special defense EVs. You can actually run Ceruledge as a special bulk Pokemon. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm also probably gonna try and raise, like, get enough Pokemon in the Pokedex so I can go get fucking Iron Crown? Is that the one that's... Iron Crown is the one that's, the one that's the Cobalion, right? Cobalion? I don't know exactly how you say it. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe using Iron Crown, which would mean I would need to, like, speedrun the Pokedex. It's like 200. Which is doable, but it's going to be a bit annoying. Obviously, the main fucking problem with that is that most of the Pokemon aren't in the terrarium yet. Until you fucking spend like 12,000 blueberry points. And like, increase what's in there. So I'm gonna have to do a shitload of blueberry quests. I just drowned that poor guy. It'll be fine. He's got muck all over it. I gotta clean it. My team for Pokemon Scarlet is a lot more balanced, because I've been starting playing that because my friends started finally got around to playing Scarlet and Violet themselves, so I've been playing like alongside them with Scarlet, whereas Violet's the one I got when it came out, and I got Scarlet like a while ago. So my team for that is a lot more balanced. It's Meowscarada, Golden Go, Great Tusk, Veluza, Excalibur, and Pyroth, which is a lot. That's a lot more of like a you know, attack and defense balanced team, as well as having some good speed options too. I'm probably just gonna get the Great Tusk from the fucking Titan battle, because why would I not? Oh, I do want to. Oh, speaking of Pokemon, I do want to get back around to my Nuzlocke as well. I was gonna do that today, but you know, I'm doing this, so I will get around to that again soon. I'm not gonna forget about it. I'll probably try and remind Socks of theirs as well, because it's been a long time. Oh, comic books. I've been. Hey, Saturday night. Need to go. I haven't played Scarlet. It's good. It's genuinely good. Those games are like actually good as fuck. I really like Scarlet and Violet. So I've been reading the old like 1980s. Go to Shrek now. Curvers. Hi-fi. Hi, I'm in the middle of I'm cleaning the Halloween house. I will clean Shrek. I will go to Shrek after I do this, okay? I will. For you. I've been reading the old ass, like, 1980s. I think it's 1988. 1988 Suicide Squadron. You know, before, like, that property became, like, extremely marketable. And, like, ruined forever. It's kind of crazy how, like, different it is in terms of this is a comic, right, where the main character like is Amanda Waller basically. Like the other ones are like around and in there, but like Amanda Waller is like the main character of that comic, and she isn't like a cartoon fucking supervillain who like, you know, blows people's heads up for fun with her like bombs implanted in them. She's like a pretty multifaceted, you know, character who does wrongs but is kind of, you know, learning, maybe not learning, but dealing with the consequences of them and stuff. It's like, this is a real character that is kind of really compelling to read about. And then you look at what they're actually doing with, like, Amanda Waller over in, like, I mean, in the Suicide Squad movies, one thing, but also the comics currently, like Absolute Power, for example, where she's, like, rounding up superhumans and like fucking taking the powers away from them, like, locking them up. It's like weird, man. It's how it, like, this is not the same character at this point. It's so weird to see this character treated as like a real character. This sign is not fully cleaned. There we go. I don't know. I've been enjoying very much reading older comics lately. Just, I don't know, it's been refreshing in like a lot of ways. You know, a little bit less beholden to the sort of continuity lockout that comes with having been doing these for, you know, like 80 years compared to like even back in the ones I'm reading. This is like post-Crisis on Infinite Earths, so it's like, okay, they're only really beholden to like 2 years of continuity because they've established everything, right? You know, back there. I don't know. It's just refreshing. It's cool. It's very, I don't know. I do highly recommend this comic. It's Suicide Squad by John Ostrander. I mean, you guys probably don't really read that much comics, so I don't know how familiar you would be, but most well known for that, and like a really, really fucking good Martian Manhunter run in the early 2000s, which I want to get around to. I don't know. Don't get me wrong though, there has been some pretty good new comics coming out too. Absolute Batman has been like a delight. Absolute Wonder Woman has been pretty good. We just gotta see if Superman's good at this point, and then the whole Absolute universe is like on fucking point, you know? Absolute Batman especially, I was not sold on, right? Like, oh, it's Batman, but he's like, you know, he's like a poor kid, right? And, you know, he's a lot, like, a fair bit more, like, violent and shit. And it's like, okay. I don't know how I feel about this, especially because he's, like, chopping people's hands off with his bat axe. But then you, like, actually read it, and it's like, holy shit, this is kind of, like, no, they get this fucking character. This is, like, peak. Like, even if the circumstances are different, this is the same, this is, like, still fundamentally the same character. You don't read much comic stuff, but you downed all the Gwenpool stuff out there and she's like, Fortnite? Gwenpool's good. Gwenpool's good. I like that character a lot. Especially, yeah, her Fortnite stuff. Actually, put this down. Her Fortnite stuff is pretty good. I mean, her... What am I saying? Reading her stuff because of Fortnite is as good a reason as any to read something, right? Like, it's good stuff. The original run especially, I think, is my preferred sort of Gwenpool thing. Can I not put this down? I totally can't, can I? Shit, man. Okay. I don't think her later stuff is bad or anything, but I do think that original Gwenpool run is, like, just completely so good. Like, informs basically everything you would want to know about that character. You don't really even need the other stuff. Okay, there we go, that's that one. Supposed to clean this part? Okay, yeah. Oh, does this say Happy Halloween? Or just Halloween? It does just say Halloween. They sometimes have like achievements for like weird shit in this game, so I'm not sure if I clean like the Halloween thing in order, it'll be like, oh, you clean the Halloween thing in order. Sometimes they do shit like that. Kid named H. I mean, yeah, being named after just a letter, I mean, that's obviously fine. Some letters are way better for it than others. Like, L is pretty good. You know, obviously Death Note did that. Z is pretty good. There's an obvious one that I go by myself, which is X. That's a pretty good letter to just go by. I feel like H, I don't know. It's not a great letter to just go by on its own. It doesn't really sound off that well, you know what I mean? Oh, W is even worse though, actually. Unless you want to go by like Dub. I think V is pretty good. B is probably pretty good, honestly. I don't know. This is like a stupid train of thought. This is the boss theme. I gotta check. Oh, this is Star Speedway Bad... Oh, wait. Bad Future Beta version. I guess they made two versions of that song. Fair enough. Dude, one of my friends was like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch Don't Hurt Me, I'm Scared, right? Like the series. Some of us have seen it before, but we're gonna watch it again. We're gonna stream it. I was like, okay, cool. And I said to the guy who was gonna do it, like, hey, can you like please do it at the time that I'm available? Right? And then I checked my phone at 1 in the morning last night, and they're streaming it. They watched it without me. 1 in the fucking morning. Like, what am I supposed to do at that point? Scheduling is a fucking night mode, that group, because most of them are in, like, the US, and most of them have, like, college and work and stuff. I've been streaming 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors to the group, and, like, scheduling that was a complete fucking pain in the neck. Seriously, like, currently we're doing it every Friday at 9 PM my time, which is 4 PM EST. That took, like, 8 different reschedulings to even figure out. My initial one was to do it at, like, on, like, a Sunday maybe, or maybe even like a Tuesday. No, those days don't work. Like 3 out of 4 people will be available, and the last person will be like, oh no, I can't do that day. So oh well, okay, I guess we're not doing it that day. And I like streaming stuff to people. I like sharing stuff that I like with people. So it's just like, okay, I can only ever do it at this time. But I have to keep that time free all the time now, so I can actually do it. When it works overnight scheduling, yeah, it's a fucking nightmare, dude. I really like. Like, not to downplay the scheduling troubles that folks who are in America have, but you guys have it so easy. Compared to someone from the UK who's like 90 fucking % of their friends are in America. Not even, like, 95, I even want to say. Like, literally most of them. I gotta deal with that shit all the fucking time. Even just like, okay, I want to hang out with like, my 2 friends on like Saturday and Thursday, right? So I don't stream those days, yeah? And it's like, okay, when are y'all gonna be available? And it's like, oh, not sure. And then it's 9 PM and we haven't started hanging out yet. So it's like, man, I'm gonna have to stay up until 4 AM again, aren't I? And I will, because I love them, but I don't really want to, you know? The things you sacrifice, like, the things you sacrifice for friendship. In my case, it's usually always my sleep schedule. We are 12% done. What the? Is that my mom? Hold on. My mom was just telling me she's going to the store, so I'll have to listen out for the door. Good, we're good. I'm glad they did Halloween seasonal for this, because I know they did the Christmas one last year, and they did the summer one this year. I was like, okay, are they gonna do my favorite holiday? Halloween's my favorite holiday. I don't usually do much for it, because I'm usually, you know, well, one, I can't really go trick-or-treating because I'm, you know, 25. And 2, I can't really, like, hold like, a party or anything, where I'm at. But it's my favorite holiday, right? So I'm like, okay, are they gonna actually do it? And they did. I'm very happy about it. It's so good. I really like the, you know, just, I really like kind of like I don't know how to word it. I just like how it looks, like aesthetically. It's a really nice, pleasant, and I like autumn too. Fall is probably my favorite season of the year. It starts like cooling down, but not enough that it's like fucking freezing cold. And it's, you know, it's not like a... I hate summer. Well, I don't hate summer, but like... It's too fucking hot, you know? I can't be fucked dealing with it. With fall, if I'm a bit... If I'm like too cold, I can just bundle up more, you know? But if you're like too hot, what are you gonna do about it? Like, fucking suck it up, deal with it. Like, it sucks. Nobody should have to deal with that shit. Okay, can I? There we go. That part's done. Wastelands over here could be 30 plus Celsius hot days. Starting to feel so on oh Jesus. Yeah. It's getting very hot here too. For longer, you know? Are we not done with this yet? What could there still possibly be muck on this thing? Oh, there's a bit there at least, I can see that. Hold on. Thing's like almost fucking spotless. Where is this still dirt? The tiny... Okay, there we go. Tiny bits. Yeah. Yeah, obviously, once we're done with this one, I'll go to the Shrek Swamp. I guess I don't know if it'll be the swamp, but we'll see. I don't know what the next Shrek level actually is, because I didn't actually check. It might be the swamp. If it is the swamp, then we're doing the swamp. And progress is pretty slow on this one right now, but it'll definitely speed up a lot more once we actually start getting to the house, and not just like the auxiliary shit. Nobody starts to get uncomfortable around 70 plus Fahrenheit, which is you think is around 21 Celsius. Definitely appreciate the colder seasons. Yeah, I can't... especially over here, we don't have like aircon. And we don't have like... Our house is like built really insulated. So I start to hate it when it's like fucking like 18 Celsius. No, so like not even like barely even like 60s. Damn, this song's kind of jamming. The well's done. The bucket's probably going to be done in a sec. Yep. Music? Music? Oh, that's the last song in the playlist, so it didn't... It, like, stopped shuffling, I guess? Why did it stop shuffling? Hold on. It's really weird that that's how it works. But I don't jerk the camera around as much. Oh, the crank's done. Spool's done. We can probably get up here. Well, maybe if I jump right. Yeah, though. Wait. There we go. There we go. Every time I play this game, I always think like, okay, I'm gonna do this for the next like 6 hours, and then like, I'm like, I'm gonna do like 2 or 3, and then by the time, like, I usually end up picking like pretty long ones. So by the end of the second one, I'm always like, oh my god, I'm sick of it. I have to be done with this. I don't know if you're actually intended to do like long stretches in this game. I don't think you are. So, I'm probably playing it wrong when I do that, but that's okay. Sort of while filming, when you sit down ready to play a game for 8 hours and you make it maybe 1 or 2. It happens to me like a lot. I just don't have that kind of stamina anymore. Straight up. I'm just, I don't know. I feel like something here still needs doing, right? Yeah. That's part of getting older, I guess. Okay, is there anything else to do? Stick around here that's just like on its own? Okay, cool, yeah. I'm gonna do all these smaller things before I do the house. Only tricks. What do we got on the drinks menu? Roogie Woogie, Funny Bone Broth, Motion Potion, and Focus Pocus. What do you guys get? I think I'd probably go for the funny bone broth. Mix them all together really fucked me up. Yeah, that's living in the dream. That's Halloween. Focus Pocus. Oh shit, what's this one? I knew this was gonna be Title Tempest. I fucking knew it. These stools are kind of a pain in the fucking neck. Also, it's 3:30 p.m. right now. It is too bright in my room. I need to like turn my fucking light off. My eyes are like kind of dying right now. I'm just I'm too used to the fucking dot. Oh god. I mean, it's not like I have my curtains shut all the time. I do open those things. Let me turn the music down a little bit. It's a little loud. But most, like, yeah, when it gets too bright, I need to like dim things a bit. I do actually have a pair of sunglasses. Kind of help with that. Obviously, doing it indoors, I don't do that often, but sometimes I do have to. I am pretty light sensitive. And it's not like I like take like my dog on walks and stuff, so. But I just, my eyes are just light sensitive. Oh, does this say happy? Oh, speaking of, actually, it was his birthday the other day. The famous Yuppie Yog, on the 5th. Yesterday, actually. No, wait, the 4th. Sorry, the 2 days ago. Yeah, the famous Yuppie Yog turned 7. He's still wearing his birthday bandana. I should probably try and get a picture of him with it. At some point today. And I'll post it later. Well, it's like dog, you know, like Yog. But it's like Yog, like Yog's cast. 7 HP now because he's 7. Well, the HP. I mean, it's. I'm pretty sure that the stats are like they have parity with Yiddy Yat, or at least like they're not exactly the same, but like if you account for speed on Yiddy Yat, it's a similar sort of total. Right? Or am I completely wrong about that? I guess I could check, but I don't know. I don't feel like doing it right now. He's very, he didn't really like the fireworks yesterday, which obviously I didn't like the fireworks either. So he was very like, he was in bed for a lot of the day. Not my bed, but like in like my parents' bed for a lot of the day. He didn't really like that much. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of fireworks either, so I can't really blame him. It was loud, man, like loud as fuck. Yeah, they look nice, but that's about all they do. The negative impact, well, it's definitely there. in this pumpkin, and then clean this big cauldron. I like the design of this thing. Oh, it doesn't have eyes. The eyes were painted on. I thought that was part of the actual design. Okay. Well, I don't like it as much now. Because it does have, like, monster legs. I don't know, I just thought it was part of the design. That would be cute. Isn't it odd how the imminent arrival of visitors seems to add a thick layer of dirt to every surface? I've been noticing that. Sure, this bedroom looked fine yesterday. Although now I think of it, I'm not sure if I've ever cleaned it. I just move from room to room when the one I'm in gets a bit much. Oh dear. That's not good. Anyway, getting there now. No. Some dirt somewhere on here that I haven't gotten to yet. Oh. There it is. Very obvious. Alright. Good. What is this counted as? Is this just counted as the wall? Okay. I thought it'd be counted as like a apothecary posts. Or whatever. I don't know. That's fine. I guess this is a magic lantern, which is why it's not going out when I fire like a spray of fucking pressurized water at it. This is unrealistic. They should do something about it. How do I clean this lantern for? Ah, my mom's back. One sec. Hi. We're back. There we go. I'm actually seated. Did I just ping something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. You know what fucking has been like on my fucking mind lately, actually? Like not really related to anything, I guess, but fucking, you know, do you ever get like surprised by something you've ordered like a while ago and it's just like arrived suddenly? It's like, oh my god, when the fuck did like where is this coming from? Back in like 2021, 2022, I backed like a decent number of like Kickstarter stuff. Excuse me. And a decent amount of it is like starting to come in. It's like, oh my god, where am I gonna start all this shit? I forgot about this entirely. So it's like, and now it looks like I'm buying a bunch of stuff even though I'm supposed to be saving, you know what I mean? Even though I'm not. Because it's like, because it's shit I paid for like years ago. What was your experience getting makeshift plushies this year? That also did happen to me with a couple of makeshift plushies, yes. That happened to me with my Skull Volva plushie arrived not too long ago. Alongside my Leland the Dark Monkey plushie, like from Bloons. Because they did a rerun of that, so I got Leland. And those arrived at the same time, so I was just like, oh god, I did not remember ordering these. I wasn't expecting them. I'm a little sad because they started doing a bunch of plushies for things I wanted, right? Like on Makeship. When I started saving. So it's like, okay, I can't actually get these. And like I didn't get them, but that means I can just never get them now, basically. There was like a I think there was like the microphone from fucking Brain Game, Shovel's Brain Game. It would have been nice to have like another Brain Game plush. Probably good and pushing back for a while. You get your Jinjo's Cover Up Clash and Skullballer one. Yeah, the only other one that hasn't come in for me yet, that I ordered a bit ago, back when they first opened orders on this, was Karkat. And that's the only one that I haven't actually gotten yet. Actually, let me check that to be pretty sure. Yeah, no, it's just Karkat that hasn't arrived yet. They are they're doing the duck from the Duck Song plushie right now, which is very funny to me. It's holding a jug of lemonade and some grapes. No, they are doing that, yeah. One that made me laugh a little bit. It's like stupid. They were doing one of Todd, like from Ed's World. And it's like, there's nothing even like necessarily funny about that inherently. It's just that something about Todd just makes me laugh. He's just like really popular. So it makes sense they would do a plushie of him. It's just, I don't know what it is. No, they've already done the other ones in the past. They've done like Ed, Matt, and Tom before. This is the first one they're doing of Todd. Todd is like if there was a fourth Ed. There is. It's Eddie, like E-double-D-I-E. I I probably shouldn't laugh at this. I feel a little bad whenever I look at it, but like... sometimes you go on Makeship, right, and you just scroll. You just scroll for a while, and you scroll all the way down until you start getting to the ones that don't have that much funding yet. And you look, and it's like YouTubers and like streamers you've never heard of, right? With like no funding, and I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad. I like shouldn't laugh about it. But like there's something inherently a little bit funny about it. Wait, this isn't gonna help. I literally look on Makeship right now, like the most popular ones, right? Okay, the most popular one is... the most... wait, what the fuck? X-Tail Gaster? That's an Undertale... they can't sell an Undertale character. That's a new one. They can't sell an Undertale character. They don't own that. Am I going like crazy right now? They can't sell that. There's Rin and Len. I'm sure you know Rin and Len. There's someone wearing a creeper hoodie. That one's been funded. I'm sorry, I shouldn't like name names. Some people have usernames that are very funny to me. Like okay, plushie on here, like of some like a YouTuber or whatever. It's doing good. It's sold over 100%. It's getting funded. And it just has like a really fucking funny ass username, and I know it's not intentional. I know it's not intentional. This is Makeship, yeah. It just seems weird to me. Like, they don't own that character. Like, you don't... the people who made X-Tail don't own... like, that Gaster is not their character. If they sell, like, a private... like, if they get, like, a private plushie commission or whatever, that's fine. Who cares? But, like... I don't know. They're selling... they're funding a plushie of the AU version of a character that, like, Toby Fox owns. It just seems a little weird to me. I don't know. Okay, okay, I can't not name names here. There is a plushie on the store called the Critical Doggo, which is so like... I don't even know, like, I don't even have to explain how fucking funny of a name that is, right? Like, I don't have to explain how funny that is. Holy shit, what a funny name. And they... yeah, the Critical Doggo... the Critical Doggo plushie is by the Critical Drinker, which is a very... holy shit, what a funny username. I don't think they know how funny it is. Yeah, like, it's like the AVGN of beer. They have to drink this shitty beer and like rate it or whatever. That's probably not even true. That's probably not even actually what they do. I wish it was. I don't know who the critical drinker is. I hope they drink. I hope they like drink beer and rate it, because that would be like one of the best channels. That straight up, that would be one of the best YouTube channels ever. If that's actually what they do. Sitting on like drinking beer and rating it. Holy shit, that's a fucking dream, right? I guess if it's like shitty beer, then it's not that much of a dream, but I'd rather be drinking good beer. Well, I don't really drink at all, to be honest. And if I do, it's not beer. It's usually like I occasionally partake in cider and sometimes wine. I don't drink beer. I'm not. I'm mostly a social drinker. I don't really drink like much, if at all. Oh, they are selling an orange engineer crewmate plushie. Like Among Us. They're doing an Among Us orange crewmate. Wait, but that's not even orange. That's a brown Among Guy. That is not orange. Straight up. Hold on. This is not fucking orange. Let me post this in talk. This is okay. Okay, never mind. It looks more orange in Discord. It looks more orange in Discord. On my fucking like monitor, on my laptop especially, particularly, that is brown. Right, I guess that's true. I mean, I thought the orange Among Us was a bit more saturated than that. I guess I'm misremembering. I don't really actually play much Among Us. Hey, speaking of, also, did you guys see the Death Note game? that is out? And it's like Among Us but Death Note? And it's I am genuinely shocked that they're selling that game for $10. That is such like a fucking $30 anime game. They had to like probably fucking fight the executives at Bandai Namco to sell it at that cheaper price, right? Because there's no way it would have sold that well if it was fucking $30. Genuinely shocked they're actually selling it for that cheap. You're asking extra for the DLC and passes? Oh, brother. I mean, it's $10 as a starting fucking price is fine, right? For the Death Note Among Us game. If any game works with Death Note, yeah. It'd be cool if they sort of redid those old DS era Death Note games where it's like sort of a similar premise. You have to like figure out who the traitor is or whatever, but it's sort of in a board game format in those old DS games, rather than like, you know, the sort of Among Us type format that's been popularized by Among Us. I don't know. Is it like a mixture of Among Us and Scotland Yard? It's like you like go around as like a little like figurine. And, like, you have to... If you're, like, the killer, you have to, like, pass by somebody, and, like, then you can, like, set them to be killed with the Death Note. And if you're an investigator, you can do stuff like chain people who you're suspicious of to yourself. Like what happens in Death Note. I don't know I watched the trailer, but I couldn't really describe it to you, you know what I mean? Like, It just is. It is Death Note Among Us. I'm probably not going to pick it up, and that's only because I'm not actually that big of a fan of Among Us. If I'm going to play a social deduction game, and I'm probably not going to, but if I'm going to play a social deduction game, right, it would probably have been Epic Mafia, but they killed that one, so I can't even play that one anymore. I know there's other Mafia games, but there's not many other Mafia games that let you, like, make, like, custom decks of characters or whatever for you to play as with people. Or custom roles. Sometimes sounds kind of into social deduction more chaotic. I haven't actually played that one. I haven't actually played that. I've seen streams of it. Like, I've seen, obviously, Will streams it. Like, a decent bit. And I, like, you know, I obviously I tune into Will streams, like, pretty frequently. I mean, a mod there, you would hope so. But yeah, obviously I tune into Will streams a lot, so I do see ETT played. I don't know, this is gonna be like, I don't know. For a streamer, this is gonna be a little embarrassing. I actually get pretty overwhelmed with, like, more than, like, a couple people. So I have a hard time, like, playing games like that. I liked the, what's it called? Like, the Chat Game 2 stream, for example, on Sox's stream. But there was a lot of people, though, so I was pretty, you know... It was a little bit, like... I wasn't hosting, so it wasn't too bad, because a lot of that... It took a lot of... alleviated a lot of that, because that was a lot of it was on Sox. And I didn't really have to be, like, entertaining or anything, I just had to take my turn. But that was still a bit, like, you know... I was a bit, like, anxious, because there was a lot of people there. TTT, I'm sure I would have fun at least, especially in, like, Will's... If Will, like, hosts it again at some point. Though I actually... Will has hosted TTBT before, right? I know Gibson hosted a lot, too. I would be theoretically interested in playing on one of Gibson's servers. I mean, I know the invitations are open and I can. I've just, you know... I've been busy. Because those streams tend to be on Saturdays, and I don't really stream Saturday, like, ever, because that's one of the days that I take off, you know, for myself, you know. But we'll see, because I would be interested in joining one of those. Really, I really just want to play a bit of Gmod in general. That's something I've never really, you know, fucked around in. That and... Hook, do you remember when everyone in fucking Gibson server was playing, like, Tower Unite? Right? And, like, okay. Everyone was like, oh my god, did you get the game? And then I got it, and everyone stopped playing it. I know. I'm sure people will literally get back on and start playing again if, like, literally people asked. It's just like... Man, what terrible timing on my part. Hold on. I need to link the fucking exhale gaster thing to one of my groups, because it's like... It's making me laugh. They can't, like... It's just Gaster, like, by name. That was fun. Only so much you could do within the time, so it's definitely more of a pick up here and there. That makes sense, yeah. Winged Gaster, the royal scientist. Wow, yeah, an emote of that was just posted in the server that I posted it in response. I think this house is going to take a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Are we going to be... I mean, we're still probably going to be able to do some Shrek in the swamp after. Right. That does remind me that I did... all the way back in January, I played Undertale Yellow. But was it... No, I think it was a bit later than January, actually, right? No, wait, was it January? I don't know, but... I played Undertale Yellow, and I played the neutral route. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to this and do the pacifist route at some point. And then I didn't do that. So... that is something I'm gonna have to do at some point. I also just saw that there was a post to my server about a Cassette Beasts update. The Gauntlet update launches November the 20th. Now, I haven't seen the trailer for that yet, so I don't know what that actually entails. But I do also actually need to go back and finish Cassette Beasts, which is another thing that I have been doing for a while now. We beat... Do you think we beat Cassette Beasts before Sock Speed's only up? I hope so. It's possible. Oh dear. I'm really gonna have to get back on that. Again, obviously, like, I don't stream as much as I'd like to because of, you know, IRL extenuating circumstances that I've already talked about. But I really want to finish up some of the stuff I owe, which currently right now is Cassette Beasts and my Pokemon Nuzlocke. The Sonic Gauntlet, I'll get to. That one I'm just waiting for a bit of time for it, to be honest. Because that's a lot. That's gonna be like, that's gonna have to be like a big fucking event, you know, like a lot of fucking games in one stream. I can't just do that like on a whim, you know. I gotta fucking plan for that, prepare for that. Oh, and the other thing I did promise that I'm just remembering is the Hello Neighbor stream. Which we'll get to. We will get to Hello Neighbor. Yeah. Well, Will and I have been discussing some stuff, yeah, we've been talking about it. And yeah. We're figuring things out for that, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah. I would also, I would like to play I would like to play Red Halls, Star's very, very cool Gmod thing. I'd also like to play Can Punter at some point too, which I've been saying that for a while, but I would like to get to play, you know, Can Punter. Dude, these like fucking bright ass pinks and like orange and shit, like hurting my eyes a bit. Just again, because just I'm very light sensitive. Not much that can be done about that, other than putting my fucking sunglasses on, which... Okay, I'm gonna see how it looks with them on before I get into doing that. Because that might be, like, a bit too dark. But I'm gonna see how that is, because I'm very, very light sensitive. Where's my glasses case? My regular glasses case, so I don't like fucking get dust all over this. Where did I put it? It's okay, hold on. I need to put my fucking controller now. Where's my glasses case? I actually don't know where it is. Oh wait, there, it's right there. Both of those are funny that you know you didn't find everything in Camp Hunter. Yeah, I've seen Red Hall streamed. I've seen Will stream of it. I've seen some of the rooms. I have not seen Camp Hunter. I was like around for Sox's stream of it, but like I was not paying that much attention. Okay, let me see if my sunglasses are like gonna dim too much. I'll be like a problem. Oh no, that's actually dimming a pretty good amount. I guess I'll keep these on for a bit. These are like, I don't know what the wording is, it's like... Okay, I don't know what to call them. There's like a specific wording for what these kind of sunglasses are. Like, something filtering? I don't know what the term is. It like comes with like a little thing that you can put, that you like, if you have the glasses on, you can see on like a pattern on the little strip. It's like filtering certain kinds of light. I don't know how to word it. But yeah, it helps a lot when things are kind of like blurring up a bit for me. The overall one certainly seems more capable of my hazel broom. These rooms are quite heavy going. Sorry to hear that. What's my familiar? Phileas frogs. I've got my familiar Phileas frogs described that was ago till he's in the clag, but even so... Phileas frog's a really good name. Mind you, Phil's mouth is normally full of back chats, so it's nice to see him finally put it to good use. Get the base done first. Okay. Get the window done now. Oh, and speaking of like games that either people want me to stream or I've talked, I've like at least briefly talked about streaming. I have not forgotten that the second most popular choice in the initial choice that got me to play Cassette Beasts was Outer Wilds. I've not forgotten about that, and I am planning on doing a stream of it at some point, but I can't promise when. I can't promise when. But I do plan on doing it, because I know people... That was like very, very close second behind Cassette Beasts. Dude, this OST is kind of like good as fuck, actually. What else is... Oh. Well... Oh, yeah, okay. I just remembered something to talk about. So, you know, have I mentioned before? I think I've mentioned this before. How I've been watching through, the Ben 10 franchise, and specifically I've been watching for the first time in full Ben 10 Omniverse. I think I've mentioned this on stream before, yeah? Or at least, like, if not on stream, like, in my chat. In, like, my my Discord. Yeah, it's been, I mean, it's been going pretty good. It's been very consistently pretty good. We finally got to an episode that kind of, like, pissed me off really bad. And my friend who I've been watching it with. We finally got to, like, a shitty-ass retcon that, like, completely kind of fucking soured everything. It's like, oh, man. Now what are they doing all this for? They, so... They've been doing some weird retcons with Kevin, who... You may be aware of this. I may have talked about this. Kevin is my favorite Ben 10 character. Especially his iteration from Alien Force through Ultimate Alien, where he first, you know, where he becomes like a, you know, an ally to Ben and Gwen, where he's like the third main character of those shows. They've been doing some kind of weird retconning with him. They didn't retcon the whole thing out, but they did retcon... I guess this is spoilers for a show that's like 10 years old. And it's also a children's cartoon. So I guess plug your ears if you care about spoilers for Ben 10 Omniverse. But, they made it so... Ben 10 years old, yup. They made it so... Fucking... So Kevin in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien is an Osmosian, which is a type of alien that is it looks human, like he's half Osmosian specifically. So he's an alien that, like, half alien, he like looks human. Osmosians have the power to absorb energy. Absorb matter. And, you know, in that show we meet other Osmosians, we meet, you know, Agregor, who's like one of the main antagonists of Ultimate Alien. And, you know, we meet characters who very clearly are familiar with Osmosian existing. You know, they make reference to Osmos 5, which is the planet. We meet like an antagonist who killed Kevin's dad, who was an Osmosian. And then, like, we get Flash, you know, so that's all well and good. this doesn't contradict anything from the original Ben 10 because they don't ever say what Kevin's powers come from in the original show, right? So it's additive. It's an additive retcon to make him half alien. Yeah. In Omniverse, in the episodes that we just watched, they reveal that no, he's not actually half alien. Osmosians were like fake memories implanted into all these characters that it doesn't actually make sense to implant these memories into. Like, it's not possible for them to have done so by like a plumber's Black Ops unit. Osmosian is a term that just means like human, like, with like weird powers, I guess, which doesn't really make any sense. And so that also means that all the plumbers kids from Alien Force, like Mane, Pierce, Helen, you know, the ones with there's like the half Heat Plus guy, the half Accelerate girl. Those guys are also just like spliced with alien DNA. They're not actually like half alien hybrids. I don't know why they did that, or who really liked this idea. I don't know. It feels a bit stupid to me. And it sucks because the show elsewise has been like really good, right? Like really good. It's just this shit is like, oh my god, wow, this really takes the fucking wind out of my sails. Like, we're still gonna keep watching the show, but Jesus, that sucks. And I'm hoping they don't really bring it up again, so it's just something I can kind of ignore, pretend like, okay, well, these guys are just like I don't know, the guys who said this were just stupid and wrong. I don't know. Just feels like really you know how I said the Kevin being half alien in, like, he's an Osmosian in Alien Force, that's an additive retcon. Making all that untrue is a destructive retcon, and destructive retcons are usually for the worse in anything, really. Saying like, oh no, this isn't actually the case, that's just a way to like, it decentivizes like why, what's the point in getting like invested in the story of this world when they can just, you know, change something about it, you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, all that stuff, all these like episodes hinging around this whole concept basically don't matter anymore, right? It's a destructive retcon. I don't know, it just feels stupid to me. Can you guys think of any other fucking retcons like that piss you off from anything? We're about to get controversial in chat. And again, I'm not talking about, I'm talking about specifically retcons that make something else not matter as much, you know? Like, not like a retcon that's like, oh, this wasn't explained before, but now it is, you know? That's additive. I mean, I guess you can talk about those too, but when they change, I don't know, sometimes retcons can be good. I'm not even saying retcons are bad. There's a lot of really fucking good retcons, like like retconning Sin's past out of Spider-Man canon, which is ugh. I don't even want to really talk about it. It's just it's a really like kind of terrible story, which like fundamentally changes a lot of from like the 70s Spider-Man comics, which nobody really liked. And they retcon that. Not entirely out of canon, but they sort of changed how it interacts with the rest of the Spider-Man canon for the better. That's like a good sort of retcon. I don't know. Whereas there's a lot of bad retcons out there too. We're getting fucking low-ass progress on this house. If it keeps up, oh god, at the rate I'm going at, It is actually going to take me 3 hours to do this Halloween house. Which means that I'm probably not actually going to do the Shrek house after, maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe if Pi's still here by that point, then I will. But if she's not, then I won't. Wait, I need to bring this around to where I was. I don't want to, like, stop what I was doing all of a sudden. Just, like, here. High profile, controversial attitude background would be Star Wars midichlorians. Right. Yeah. That's always been a weird one. It technically doesn't contradict anything that came before. Technically. But it's like, okay. Like, it doesn't contradict anything, like, from the main universe stuff, at least. Like, just from, like, the films. But, like... it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people weren't really asking for them to explain, like, the mechanics behind the Force. The Force is just the Force. Like, I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't need, like, a certain amount of, like, special particles in you to be able to use it, you know? It should just be like, you can use it or you can't. It shouldn't be because of something. It's like, it should be a bit more, I'm not sure what, like, ethereal than that? Like, what, you know, like, whatever fucking, like, all the Jedi say, like, the ways of the Force are, like, very mysterious or whatever. That's what it should be like. They shouldn't need to explain it. There are Star Wars... It really says in Superstitious issue was like, yep. I was actually going to talk about it. There's destructive retcons in the sequel trilogy that I really don't like. We're not getting into a fucking Star Wars debate or whatever. Because, like, frankly, I would rather, like, put my arm like a deep fry and talk about Star Wars for that long to get to, like, a fucking argument about it, but... yeah, there's like, oh, the second movie's like, oh yeah, Rey's family, like, doesn't matter, they're nobodies, they just left her because they fucking suck. Right? And that's, like, kind of like, oh, wow, that really sucks, and it explains a lot about this character. And, like, it makes it really impactful that she's like, oh, this, you know, she's really good at doing what she does anyway. It's a big hero or whatever. Like, no. Actually, Kylo Ren lied. She's actually the granddaughter of Palpatine. So all of that stuff, all that cool, like, oh no, yeah. No, it doesn't matter. Fuck everything. We're here to sell toys, alright? We're not here to fucking... We're not here to, like, do anything good, or... We're not here to, like, do any sort of story here. We want to sell you some fucking toys, alright? That's all this is for. It's just so cynical. It's so cynical. Ugh. And people like it that way. People like when Star Wars is made to sell them toys. They don't actually want to engage with it. Even though they don't like those movies, they don't like it when it, like, tries to present something to you, right? Force Awakens is considered to be the best of the sequel trilogy, and that's just a rehash of A New Hope. It's just the same movie. Like, but worse. They don't want anything challenging. I don't want to, like, sound pretentious or anything. No, you know what? I don't care if I sound pretentious, actually. Sometimes you have to be pretentious. If people aren't willing to engage with things that are, like... How do I word this? You can engage with shit that's, like, slot. I know I like Star Wars. Star Wars is slop. The Marvel movies, they're slop. Even the ones that are like trying to do something for themselves, right? Like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, those are good movies. They are slop. You need to engage with things that are going to challenge you. You need to engage with things that'll make you like that you might not normally want to engage with, right? You need to get out of your comfort zone. I've been trying to watch something new that I've never thought about watching before. Or maybe not even necessarily I've never thought about watching before, but like okay, maybe I'm not gonna normally engage with this, right? I try and like do that pretty often now, right? Like at least once a week. If you're only engaging with stuff you're already familiar with, or you already know you like, then it's like, what are you doing, man? You're living without any, like, I don't know how to word it. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say at least? Like, you're not challenging yourself. And not even necessarily in the regards of like, oh, all the shit that people watch is like vapid. That's not even what I'm trying to say. It's just that, like, it's easy to fall into the trap of like, okay, you know, I'm gonna just watch like this comfort movie, right? I've seen this movie like 10 times before. I'm gonna watch this again. Instead of watching it again, like, not saying you can't watch it again ever, but like, why don't you try something that you haven't seen before? Or like, you know, why don't you, I don't know, watch like watch something you have seen before, but like, I don't know, like a remake or a sequel to it or something. That's still not really engaging with something totally new, but it's better than just watching the same thing over and over, you know what I mean? Obviously, that is a little bit of a straw argument though, where I don't think people literally just watch the same movie over and over, but there's something to be said about how people engage with art, in that it's made to, like, people talk about art in a way that's like, oh, I'm consuming this, right? You're consuming art, you're consuming this piece of media. I feel like that's a very reductive way to talk about things. You know, you should engage with it, right? You should, you know, try and take something from it rather than just, I don't know, just do it in, like, seeing it and like watching it or playing it or reading it or whatever, just leaving it completely uncritically. And even if it's something you don't like, if you don't like the thing you watched, you know, try and think about like why you don't like it. Don't just go like, oh, this sucks, right? Like, I mean, nothing wrong with just going, oh, this sucks sometimes, but thinking about why you don't like something is a good sort of way to kind of figuring out your own taste a bit better. And there was a point I was trying to specifically make here, and I don't. My train of thought is kind of going off the rails a bit, but there was a point I was trying to make here. And it's the, like, treating art like just something to be, like, you know, seen once and like discarded. It's it's demoralizing for the people who make that art, and it's like, it's completely uncritical. It's not, you're not contributing anything by doing so. Again, sometimes you do just want to turn your brain off. That's fine. I'm not saying you're not allowed to do that. You know, like, and it's, like, I'm not saying like, oh, I want to watch the new Fast and Furious movie, right? And I'm going to think hard about like the themes and like the meaning behind like the new Fast and Furious movie, you know? Those are movies where you turn your fucking brain off, you sit there, you watch the cars drive, right? Not saying there's nothing to be gained from watching those movies, especially in regards to a critical lens. But that's not why you watch those, you know? I don't know. Just try and especially like, if you don't like something, maybe think about why it was made that way too, because I think something that is really fucking dire to me, really like kind of miserable. There's this idea that things need to be made for the people watching them, right? Like, for example, I saw something recently that was like, they're gonna, you know, do like test screenings of like the Marvel movies or whatever, and it's like, oh, the fan, like they'll get like the fans in on that, and I don't know if it was Marvel movies or something else, but that sounds like a terrible idea. That sounds like a really bad idea, right? And I'm not even saying like, oh, it's Marvel fans. No, that's not why. It's fans of anything. Don't. How do I word this? You shouldn't make something to be consumed like that. You should make something that you want to make. You need to make something. If you compromise on your own creative vision, you've already lost, right? You need to put whatever you want to put in to whatever you want to make. If you compromise on that vision, then you've already, like, you've lost. You've lost me. It's a little hard for me to sort of justify that sort of viewpoint, because the only thing that I've made that I put out into the public eye is God Game. So it's a little hard for me to sort of emphasize what I mean by that in regards to my own viewpoint, because God Game is not... It's hard to compare God Game to anything like that, because it's not really... This is... I hope this doesn't sound like I don't, you know, care about working on God Game, because of course I do. I love working on God Game. But it's not something I put my, like, heart and soul into, in the same way as something that, like, writing, like, a book, or, like, you know, making a game would be for me. I'm not, like, making a story, though, right? It's a game you play, and it's like, oh, it's all these characters. That's something it's for fun, right? That's not like a how do I say it's not a passion project without it sounding like I don't care about it? Because I do obviously care about it. Like, it's not one of the things that I feel like I need to make, you know what I mean? Deep within my soul. Like, I'm probably not gonna stop working on God Game anytime soon, but there's no, like, deep pressing need within me to do so, right? Whereas, you know, there are ideas that I have, you know, in my head for, like, for projects, right? But, like, you know, personal solo projects that I need to get out there at some point. I need to make these, because if I don't make these, then I'm not putting myself and the parts of myself that I put into my work out there. You know, if I don't make these things, what's the one fucking, like, defunct, like the Kevin Perjurer, the Defunctland quote? Like, there's, like, nothing I hate more than... Wait. It's like, I hate working on films. The only thing I hate more than working on films is not working on films, right? Like, you gotta make your shit. Even if it's, like, hard. Even if it's miserable. You gotta make what you gotta make. You gotta put yourself out there, and you gotta make your passion projects. Yeah. Like I said, there are some things that I really want to make one day. And if I don't get them out, then I don't know. I don't... If I don't get them out, then I'll probably die. And, you know, maybe you guys will see them one day, but even... Yeah. The things I want to make, I'm not ready to make them yet. Which is why I'm still practicing, like, my art, my writing, you know, all the stuff that I would need to be able to make what I want to make. And that's fine. You don't need to do what you want to do right away. As long as you know, have that drive, and you want to do, and you're getting done what is, like, important to you eventually, then, you know, you'll be alright. This is kind of a weird, like, really fucking long tangent that doesn't really mean much of anything. But if it meant anything to anybody, then that's, like, all that really matters to me. Basically just, you know, making shit is hard, but not making shit is, like... You'll feel way worse if you don't make something than if you do make something and it's not amazing, right? That's basically all there is to say about that. You need to make what you want to make, and you need to not compromise on what you want to do. Because if you do, then it's not going to be what you wanted to make anymore. And that's basically all there is to say about that. Yeah. I did kind of just go on like a whole like fucking 10-15 minute tangent about creation and stuff, but I don't know. I hope that meant something. It really... Whenever I talk about stuff like that, it always just feels like I'm kind of talking out my ass. It's hard for me to articulate myself properly, which is something that I really would like to get better at. But articulation is not an easy thing for me. Really, for a lot of people. It's just a hard skill. Dude, I need to get a drink. I just talked for like 10 straight minutes about like whatever. There we go. I have some sparkling summer fruits flavored water. Because it's exhausting. I wanted to make stuff when you're tired but not doing study or whatever. Yeah, I don't draw as often as I like, and I don't write as often as I like. Drawing is something I really need to kind of be in the mood for. And especially, I don't like drawing on my computer. I only like drawing on my laptop, because I like drawing when I'm like kind of chilling, like in bed, you know? So I can do that on my laptop. Don't like drawing on my PC. Because I have to like sit there at my desk, and it's like, oh, sitting here for hours, hurting my fucking back, you know? It's horrible. Well, a little bit. Writing... Part of the reason I don't do writing as often as I like... I guess there isn't really a good reason, to be honest. I should just do it more. A lot of my writing that I do currently... It isn't solo writing. I should do a lot more solo writing, but a lot of the writing I do is like role playing and stuff, you know, with like people I know, which is definitely a good way to flex the creative writing muscles. But I would definitely like to do a lot more solo stuff too, and just kind of write stuff for myself. Yeah, coffee and like having a dog that needs walks as well. It can be a hobby. Yeah, I need to take him, like, I need to take him out more. Like me specifically, I mean, like I have other family members that take my dog out. But I need to do it more too, because I need to like just start going on walks and like taking photos and stuff. more than I do. I don't do as much as I like, which is true of basically everything I've just been saying. Again, partially the reason for that again is the light sensitivity. I need to wear I wear sunglasses basically every time I go out. Even in like fucking fall right now, you know. But it'll be better. It'll be I'll certainly be fucking healthier for it if I do. We're about 2 hours. All right. I think I was probably right. This whole Halloween house will probably actually take me about 3 hours. I think my dad just got back. As an aside, I've been really enjoying this Sonic CD and OST. I'll have to see if the creator of this has like more works to peruse and listen to. I'm sure they do. This is like the big thing that I'm familiar with them for. Yeah, music is another thing. Like, just again, music. I gotta listen to more of it, more shit that I wouldn't normally listen to. And that's why I really liked the Music Nights in Mimo server for that, because people would submit things that I've, you know, like artists I've never heard before, and like songs I've never heard before. It's like, okay. Without that, I mean, I'm not directionless, of course. I can still, you know, fucking find new music. I'm not like a baby, but having that sort of stable, oh, every week we're gonna listen to some new music. It was nice. It was nice. I'm hoping when things are a bit more settled on Mimo's end, we can start that up again. This is a bad future song, right? It is, yeah. Metallic Madness. Am I like anywhere close to being done with the roof? I guess I can literally see that I'm not, but... Okay, this part of the roof is way quicker to clean. Sonic fans are kind of nuts, right? Because there's already like mods for Shadow Generations, which is like, oh, replace Shadow with Surge, fully voice acted, and it's like, oh my god. What the fuck do you mean fully voice acted? This game just came out. Where did you get this model? Did you have this like prepped? You guys are nuts, right? Like, oh my god. And I haven't like seen the gameplay of that because I haven't, you know, I haven't played that game yet. I'm keeping kind of as you know, to myself on it as possible, so I'm able to. But like, holy shit! I'm hoping that the modding scene doesn't take too long to sort of. There's always the thing of like, okay, Sonic Generations has been out for like, what, like 13 years at this point, and like there was already like a massive modding scene for that game. I'm hoping that the scene sort of goes to Shadow Generation, like Sonic X Shadow Generations sooner rather than later, so we can start getting like higher quality you know, mods for that when we can. I guess again we already have like the Surge mod for Overshadow, but like I'm thinking like level mods and stuff, the kinds of shit that people was making in like sort of mid-late stage generations modding. Oh goodness. Need like object drawing, like object face, like still life classes. I'm sure those aren't too hard to find. Intelligence being such a closer version of the Ancient Frontiers is probably help things move along quicker as well. Yeah. Because Frontiers modding picked up pretty quick, at least in some regards. Yeah, like Hedgehog Engine 2. I hope they kind of just stick with that one for a while. Like, I hope they don't do like Engine 3 or whatever, because that's gonna take them another like fucking 4 years to make it. Oh dear. I wonder if someone can pop Mario 64 into Shadow Story. Have you tried playing Sonic Generations as Mario 64? You like... It's like unbeatable. You like can't win that game. I can't imagine playing as Shadow would be much better. Sorry, playing in Shadow's levels would be much better. The only level one you've seen is the Desert Bus one. I did see that one, yeah. I did see Desert Bus. I'm interested in trying that myself. But if I stream any Desert Bus mod for any game, it'll probably be the Simpsons Hit and Run. Simpsons Hit and Run Desert Bus Media Show would be like actually kind of like a top tier stream, I think. That'd be like kind of crazy. Dude, and I know exactly how I would do it, right? Instead of having the video in like the bottom right corner of the screen or whatever, like green screen out the skybox and have the have the video be like the skybox. Do you like such a terrible idea? I'll think about doing that. Maybe for like December, like a no, maybe not December because people are gonna be buying like Christmas presents and stuff. I was gonna say maybe for my birthday week next year, but I don't. I'm saving up for my birthday week next year. Like not my birthday week, but like the month of May next year. That's when MomoCon is. So probably earlier than that. I guess maybe around Christmas we'll try and do like a big event. I've never really done holiday events. Not out of a lack of desire or anything, just I haven't really had any ideas, and I haven't really wanted to like, you know, like not infringe necessarily, but like, you know, fucking go into other people's space. Like you know, Will always just like Halloween for Halloween, and it's like, okay, I totally can do Halloween streams because our time overlap is like non-existent. Like I doubt he'd like give a shit. But I always feel a little, you know, like that's one of my like, I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm like copying, you know. Again, I'm sure Will would not give a shit, and I'm sure like for example like Socks wouldn't give a shit if I did like a Christmas stream because they do they do like Christmas stuff every year too. You know, I just don't want to like do it without purpose and without reason. I like having like a sort of idea of what I'm doing for that. Like there's got to be like a thesis statement, you know? Like if I'm doing like a Christmas stream or a Christmas event, why am I doing a Christmas event, right? Like what's the idea here? I'm sure this is... This might be something that only I worry about. But that's just how this is how I live. But yeah, Simpsons Hit and Run Desert Bus would be a fun stream at some point. Maybe for winter. I'll try and figure something out for that. I guess I probably do want to do something in December, because that's my... I started streaming in mid-December, or I think it's mid-December of 2021. So it's been like almost 3 years, so I think planning some sort of event for the month of December would be good. You know, 3-year anniversary, right? Been a while. Oh, that's one thing I do always do. I usually do a New Year's stream. I've done a New Year's stream every year. And I probably will continue to do that. And then obviously I do my birthday week, but that's not like encroaching on anybody, because that's a specific week of the year. It's my birthday. Yeah, definitely gonna start thinking about that then. Whatever I do for winter this year. Why else jump this roof? Okay, there's a lot somewhere, and I don't... What was that? Oh, is it the underside of it? So is, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yucky, disgusting. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah. Right, and that's why... Can I, like, extend this? I do have an extension. Some good news, you're getting a new laptop this month, so you'll be able to get back to stream after 2.5. Awesome! Yeah, It's always nice. I wish I wasn't, like, well, I don't wish I wasn't saving up for Momocom, but it's complicating things right now for me, because I do also kind of need a new laptop specifically, because my current one is sort of on its last, you know, I'm hoping it lasts me another year. I'm not confident about it lasting me another year, but I'm hoping it lasts me another year. It's at the point where you know how sometimes, like, you need to, like, position your charger in a specific way for anything to start charging? That's what my laptop is like now. Which is less than stellar. Oh, right, a development stream. I'm probably gonna be doing a God game development stream. Again, probably on the weekend, like Sunday. But I'm still not gonna promise anything, just because, you know, my scheduling is difficult for me for obvious reasons. But I would very much like to do one soon. I know I've been saying I would. I very much would like to. Oh my... We good? We're good. And thank God for this, like, super extended one. Really helping me out on this, like, these, like, super high things. Can I, like, get up here? I totally can. Doesn't really like me being up here too much, but... a shot extension. Please don't fall. Just want to get the weather vane done. Take off the extension. This done. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to be done after this one. Extremely... It's taking way longer than I thought it would. It's just a Halloween house. But it's taking 3 hours. And I do love Halloween, so hopefully it'll be worth it once it's done. Was I getting with like a graphics card? Oh god. Yeah, my first laptop, I was like, oh my god, I really want to play Batman Arkham Knight on this thing, because I got it on Steam. And it's like a £250 laptop. I'm getting like literally straight up like 10 frames a second. Like it's like 2060. Like it's not happening. It's not happening. This was like 2016. And I used to just have like a shitty ass old computer, like a Windows Vista computer too, for like a long time. I think like all the way until I was out of high school, I think. Almost until I was out of high school, actually. I think it was like a year before that it finally died. And I had to like game on that, so like it couldn't run like anything decent at the time. I was able to play Undertale on there, at least. So I still had it in at least 2015, which was my final year of high school. Wait, would that have been my final year of high school, or would have 2016 been my final year of high school? No, it would have been 2015, because I would have turned 15... Sorry, turned 16 in the final year, right? That makes sense? I wouldn't have turned 17 in my final year of high school. Yeah, my final year of high school, yeah, was when Undertale came out, and I played that on my like shitty ass old PC. One of the only games I could run. I'm so glad to have a decent one now. I would still like to upgrade the RAM on this thing a bit, but I'm not worrying about that until, you know, a bit away. Really, I'm probably gonna build a whole new one in like another year or two. Well, okay, I probably should build it. My PC now I just bought pre-built, which would have been a bit more expensive. But I'm not very confident in building my own yet. Or really at all. I have swapped out parts in my current one, but elsewise, you know. I suppose my main worry about it is, one, I don't really want to go to Windows 11. I'm happy with Windows 10, and that's gonna get harder like the more I wait on getting another new one. So I'm probably just gonna stick with this one for a while. And you know, 2, I would like my computer to have a disk drive. My current computer does have a disk drive, but they're kind of phasing them out on a lot of PCs nowadays. But there's a lot of value for me in being able to like watch DVDs and put CDs in here, so I can rip the music. Sure, there are external disk drives, I guess, but it's not the same, man. It's not the same. I like just not having to like plug something in, you know? I like just being able to, okay, open my disk drive, put the disk in, whatever. I don't have to like, you know, open the disk drive. I'm sorry, I don't have to like get the disk drive from wherever I'm storing it, plug it in, open it. You know, it's like it's partially convenient and partially just I like my PC to have more things than less things, and one of those more things should be a disk reader. There's like, I don't know. I know most people don't really get any use out of them nowadays, and really haven't for the past like however many years. Yeah, I'm at least partially just holding on to like, can I put this down like, safely? Like old, you know, just, like, yeah, I just like having things and being able to do things with my computer that otherwise I might not be able to. External readers cost money. Money that I do not always have. Especially not now. My laptop has an SD card reader, like a built-in one, and my PC doesn't. And I do actually use my SD card slot pretty frequently because I've homebrewed my 3DS. I have like other flash cards that use micro SD, so I have like an adapter thing. And you know, if I didn't have that, I would be kind of feeling lost. So I don't really like when, you know, physical features are like taken away like that, when it's like not really. Like what? What is it gonna save them? Like not even like $5, like a fucking computer. I mean, I guess I'm not really an economist or a computer builder, so I don't really know, but like, how much more expensive can it be to have an SD card slot in, right? I didn't need to fall all the way down there. Okay, let's put this here. Off here. Will that work? What do I want it to do? Right. Yeah, definitely for laptops I get the physical space issue, of course, for disk readers, but SD card slots are not that big. I'm shocked that my PC tower doesn't have one, you know? It's like, just put it in, like... those things are fucking tiny. really, yeah, I just gotta kind of... I gotta look at my options and, like, you know, make sure I'm aware of, like... Well, I'm not worried about it just yet because obviously I'm saving up for MomoCon, but I gotta, you know, make sure I know my options for getting a new PC thing, because especially, you know, disk drive, important to me. SD card slot, important to me. Multiple USB slots, important to me. And fucking what else? Jesus. Oh, the choice between like HDMI and like display port too. Because my current one does, and I do have 2 monitors, but it's a little like there's only like 1 HDMI in the back, so I have to run DisplayPort on one of them, which is fine, but it'd be nice to have like the option of like multiple HDMIs. Yeah, it's really that's really all it is. It's really all about having options. But companies don't really like you having options now. They want to sell you something, and then like you have to buy like an accessory. You have to buy like the upgrade like 2 years later. You know, whatever. You have to buy a subscription fee. Not really to any physical stuff. At least I hope in most cases, but. Do I have a ladder anywhere I can put? I do, but I don't know if I can put it like here at all. Not really, no. Yeah, they don't like us having options. They want to cheap out. Yeah. If they can sell like a more up-to-date version later, then they're gonna do it. They don't have the consumer in mind. That's just a fundamental fucking problem, though. Yeah, I'm pretty glad I've never had an iPhone, because I use, you know, I use my, you know, my phone to listen to music when I, like, go on walks and stuff, obviously. So having a headphone jack, obviously, you know, good. I don't want to fucking disturb people with my music, right? And I don't want wireless ones. I don't want to have to charge my headphones. I should just be able to listen to them. I know Socks likes wireless mouses, which I get why they like the wireless mouse, because, you know, it's wireless. It means it's not going to get tangled up in anything. I don't like having a wireless mouse, like a really wireless anything, though. I like just being able to, you know, whoops, you know, plug it in, and then do what I'm doing, keep going with it. Don't have to worry about it. Even like my controller, right? Like I'm using the DualSense right now, and I'm using that. It's plugged in, right? It's plugged in via the the USB-C. I'm not gonna like pair it with Bluetooth. Not because I don't like trust it or whatever. Like that's stupid, but like. I know if it's plugged in, I know it's not gonna fuck up, right? Like if it fucks up, then I know it's either the fault, like it's probably the fault of the wire, not the controller, probably. you know, and there's no chance of it like disconnecting because like, oh, I don't know, the Bluetooth like fucks up somehow. And I'm not totally sure if wired controllers have this issue at all, or if this is just something that's like made up or whatever. But if there's a chance of any like latency issues with wireless controller, then I'm avoiding them by using wired, you know? I'm not totally sure how that works. I'm not totally informed on that, so I'm not going to speak on it too much because that would just be talking about my ass. But if Bluetooth, yeah, if it has any latency issues, then I'm avoiding them by using wired. Wired is almost always better with latency. Okay, that's true. I guess that's true then, or at least, you know. Make this a little more. This is gonna look so fucking good when it's done. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, if I had wireless ones, I would be really worried about losing them. And then what? That's like fucking... Bam, pay up like $200 for new ones, right? Like, fuck, oh Jesus, right? Like, no, fuck that. I can't afford that. Like almost done with some of this stuff now. I need to keep moving this big fucking thing around a lot though. There we go, that's that. Let's get back over. I'm gonna start cleaning in between these little bits. I just fell. Wait. Put the extra long extension on. Start getting some of this. Switch for just the regular long one. And still a lot to do. 84%, so we're like almost-ish kind of done. But we're not out of the woods yet. Into the stubby gun. I guess I have cleaning liquid that I just haven't been using. Oops. It's fine. I can't imagine it would be that much faster. We're getting that corner. There we go. Do you reckon? I don't know if we have 2.5. I don't know if we have an entire half an hour left, but maybe. Maybe we will be going for 3 hours total, just on this one. AKG KFC Studio headphones. These are bucks. Damn. I got some fucking Bay Dynamics a couple of years back on Tyler Polyhex's suggestion. And those were kind of expensive, like 100 something. But they've been like well worth the purchase, you know. I've been like lasting me. I can't imagine getting another pair anytime soon because they're still working perfectly. If they just last me like however fucking long at this point, I'm not even gonna complain. This here. We can start spraying this. This is completely unrelated, by the way. Like, completely unrelated to anything. One of my friends was playing Scribblenauts, right? Scribblenauts Unmasked, specifically, which is the one that has the DC crossover stuff. And like something they mentioned to me, right? It was like, okay, you look up Superman and then it's like, did you mean? And then it's like 80 fucking like variations of him. They're like, okay, what the fuck? Wait, how thorough is this game? Like, what do they have in here? So I just start naming like some of like the most like obscure DC characters that I can think of in terms of like mainstream knowledge, and then they just start like popping up in the game. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like what do you mean you have like Zariel, who is like a fallen angel from Grant Morrison's run on Justice League of America from 1997, who I don't think like frankly really ever shows up outside of that, like outside of other stuff that Morrison writes, right? Like, they don't really, like, that character doesn't show up like at all. And they're in this fucking game? And then like, okay, what are these like versions of Superman that we have in here? Because there's like 80 versions of Superman. Like, oh, there's like Superman Red and Superman Blue, which is like electric blue Superman. Like the one, like where he's like a blue guy who has like energy powers rather than like, you know, his traditional power set. It's like, you mean that weird shit from the 90s that like people are always confused about? They had that in here? It's like, oh, what the fuck? It's just surprisingly thorough for like a DC for a DC game from like the mid 2010s especially. It's like very, very surprisingly thorough at what they actually have in there. Like, okay, like you look at Robin, it's like, okay, Dick Grayson, right, Jason Todd, yeah. You know, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, right, the 4 main ones. It's like, okay, that's all good. And then, like, you actually look at it and it's like, oh, they have Carrie Kelly in there. The one from The Dark Knight Returns. And they have fucking Stephanie Brown in there, who's, like, the one I like. Who is mostly known nowadays as Batgirl. If you're familiar with DC stuff, you might be familiar with her as Spoiler. I think she's in Young Justice as Spoiler. She was Robin very briefly in the early 2000s. Very, very briefly. For like 4 months real lifetime. If that, even, right? No, they have that version of this character in there. And they have like fucking... I don't know what else, to be honest. I don't remember that much. We're actually almost done with this now. 90%. me move this a little bit closer if I can. Don't know if I can. That's about as close as I'm getting. I never really... I own Scribblenauts, like, for the DS, the original Scribblenauts. I haven't really played those games that much. I'm sure, I mean, they're pretty good. You know, people like them for a reason, obviously. But I've just never really actually engaged with them that much. Okay, there's something still a bit more on here. Is it this? No, it can't be. Where's this last, like, bit of fucking dirt on this part? Okay, I'm stuck. Is that it? Wait, is that it? Can I clean that from here? But that's not it. Where's the last bit of dirt on this fucking tower? This isn't helping me. What is it, son? This is crazy. This is a special stage theme? Damn. That's fucking nuts. This is so good. Hold on. I remember this. No, it's fine. I'll just leave it for now. This is I'll link it. I'll just link it in chat. We're listening to a fan OST for Sonic CD. What the? I just saw in fucking talk. There's a Balatro Jimbo plushie. See, I kind of want that, but I can't spend any money. Like almost done. Almost. What am I gonna do after I get off stream today? You know, I don't really know, and that's probably fine. I might just like, my eyes have been hurting for a bit now, so I might just like try and chill for a bit and not like strain them anymore. Didn't hear Balatropus, you thought you meant Jimbo Jones, the Simpsons bully? Can you imagine if like fucking like Disney or whatever, like Matt Groening is like announcing like, yeah, we're doing like new Simpsons merch, right? We're doing new Simpsons merch, okay? We're gonna do plushies of all your favorite characters, and then the first one they announce is Jimbo. Like they're not announcing like Homer, like Marge, you know? Like, or even popular secondary characters, like, you know, like Principal Skinner. You know, fucking like, I don't know, who else is a popular Simpsons character? Krusty, you know, No, they're doing a plush of Jimbo, the bully. Like the cartoon bully with like the skull shirt. Would you buy it? Because I would buy it. You would? Like, I don't even think Jimbo's necessarily an unpopular Simpsons character. It's just like there are so many other Simpsons characters that you would think they would be making plushies of first, right? Like in this theoretical. I know. So, one thing I actually had a brief fascination with a couple of years back, and I briefly thought about like starting collecting these before I considered like, okay, I already spend a lot of money on my hobbies and I don't really have room for these. So they used to do a line of like figures, right, with like sets, like sets of like locations from the world, like the Simpsons world, and they had like quotes if you like place them on certain sets, right? And it's like it was called like World of Springfield, and they did like a bunch of different waves of those, of like different characters and such. And I was like fascinated by these like a couple of years back. And I was like, oh my god, these are like kind of cool. But that would be a very expensive endeavor that I don't really feel like doing. Y'all should like look those up though if you can. Like just take a look at like the World of Springfield line of figures. Just really interesting stuff. Genuinely. There was at least like they started like losing popularity a bit after like, and I know this is sort of like an astounding number, like 16 waves. So there's like 3 whole waves of them that just got completely cancelled. And it's just like, man, these characters never got like figures released to them. You know? It's just like, for a long-running franchise like that especially, it's like, wow, the kinds of merch that this thing gets over the years is very, very interesting to me. Like, obviously, there was like the Simpsons comic book, which lasted until like from like 1990s, some like early 90s to like 2018, I want to say 2019. And like I in high school especially, I used to read like a lot of Simpsons comics because my high school library had like trade paperbacks of the of some like Simpsons comic stories and stuff, and I owned a couple as well myself. So I was like, okay, just gonna read a lot of these. There's a lot of Simpsons comics. There's a lot of fucking Simpsons comics. There are more Simpsons comics than there are comics of like some of my favorite superheroes, right? Like straight up, like not counting like appearances in like Justice League rosters, for example, or like any other group books. There are more Simpsons comics than there are comics of like Booster Gold. Almost definitely. Like, and I think that's just the main line of Simpsons comics. Like, that's not even counting like the mini series and like the spin-offs. Like Bart Simpson just had his own comic separately from Simpsons comics. There was like there's like a yearly Treehouse of Horror thing, I think. It's just like this franchise is kind of a Goliath. Or it was kind of a Goliath, and it's kind of easy to forget how big The Simpsons was, you know? They need to do Simpsons especially like they do Pokemon. Yeah, like just doing like... yeah, they should do like... like the Simpsons like season 1 line, you know? So it's like, oh, it's all the main, like the main recurring characters introduced in season 1, all the main recurring ones introduced in season 2, right? You know? And then like episode specific like bit characters too, right? So they could do like Jacques, right? Like the bowling guy from season 1. Give him a plushie in the season 1 line. Nobody would buy these, by the way. Nobody's buying a plushie of like one-off Simpsons character. You know what? That's not fucking true. I know that's not true. I feel like The Simpsons has like such like staying power that people would just buy these random fucking one-off characters as plushies because they're so memorable. Like the main ones I'm especially thinking of, like, you know, someone would buy a plushie of like, what's his name, fucking Hank Scorpio, the supervillain guy. Because that episode is like so good and like so memorable. People would probably fucking buy that, wouldn't they? I would. If they did a plushie of Hank Scorpio, I would probably buy it. That episode was really good. And then even, yeah, like the recurring characters, people would probably buy Hans Moleman because it's really fucking funny. I know at least one person in I know at least one person in my Discord who would buy a plushie of like Gil. That's mean. I'm not trying to be mean. Like, genuinely, it's cool. It's cool that character has fans. I really like the, you know, people still really like The Simpsons. Actually, that reminds me. The Family Guy just, like, they're doing, like, the other day I saw it, like a Stewie plush, and it's like, it, like, actually has, like, the stupid Stewie head shape, where it's like, he has, like, obviously, he has a really wide head, obviously. He has a really, like, if you look at his head from the side, it's kind of really, like, it's also really, like, long, too. He has a very, like, circular head. Like, it's not just long on the one side, you know? Or on the one direction. And they kind of replicated the way his head looks from the side, like, pretty perfectly in that push. And I think it's cool. I'm probably not going to pick it up, because, you know, I don't really... I say I would pick up all these Simpsons plushes, I probably wouldn't pick up that many of them. But I'm probably, like, I don't really need, like, a Stewie plush. As funny as it would be to have a plushie of Stewie Griffin. But it's cool that it exists for the Family Guy fans out there. And yeah, if they did like a Simpsons line, they would have to do Blue Bot. They would have to do Blue Bot. Like Blue Shirt Bot, I mean. Like, he isn't blue himself, but he's wearing like blue shirt. God. Blue Shirt Bot is such a weird... Like, it's so of its time, you know? They wouldn't... There is no world where merch like that would need to be made anymore, you know? Like, for anything. Like, can you imagine, right, like imagine the world where, like, okay, like, the MCU, you know, really popular, people love all these characters, but people are making too many, like, bootleg Hulk plushies, right? So they have to release, like red pants Hulk instead of, like, purple pants, you know? Like, that's how you can tell the real merch from the fake merch, because the real Hulk merch has red pants. It's so, like... That could never happen nowadays. There's no world where Blue Shirt Bart could ever happen again. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go get my food soonish. I should be able to finish this before that. And then I'll probably end off stream right away. And go get my food. Now I'm imagining like Red Pants Hulk and just laugh into myself. Like what a like the world where they need to make that. Why would they ever need to make that? People are making too many bootleg Hulk plushies. Dude, can I like put this down? Okay. Okay, what else do I need to do at this point, actually? What is 99% clean? Front turret window frames. Oh god, is that one of those? Music? Hello? Next song? Hello? Why is it not? What's going on? Let me just click like a random one. How the fuck have I not finished this yet? Gotta be the top of it, right? Yup. See that shit. There we go. That's that. What else have I not done? House dormer window frames. Which is what? That's one of them. House eaves. What is an eave? Does anyone know what like an EAVE? I don't really know what an eave is. Under the roof? Is that what an eave is? Hmm. Okay, my food is actually here, so I don't need to stop just... Okay, what the fuck is this like, these... Okay, let me look for the other stuff first. Rear turret window frames. That's something I can do. The rear turret is here. And I guess I just haven't... Yeah, I haven't fully gotten these frames clean. That's fine. That's, like, not that bad. Yeah, there's one, and then the other one would just be simple as... That's two. Okay. Rear tower walls. That's down there? Bloody hell, how have I missed that? Feels like these. How have I missed these? Alright, well. Pathway sign lantern? Oh my god, I didn't do this. What the fuck? Did I really just leave this the whole time? That feels like crazy to me. That. Decorations aren't quite clean yet. There we go. that's that. Gotta get these now. Can't believe I missed that so thoroughly. That's nuts. Really not paying attention to this. Should be alright in a few. There we go, that's that. What else? Okay, Pathway Sign Lantern. Oh. This? I guess I didn't do this. Huh. Wait. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, we definitely heard this one. Like twice now. Hold on. House large trims. Okay. That shouldn't be too difficult. It should hopefully be just... Yeah, okay, that's the... Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that's that. How is there still more to do, bro? House Eaves. And then... Oh, Apothecary Lanterns, Apothecary Lantern hooks. Okay, let's get those done. I didn't do these. A hook needs to be in that time. Okay, yeah. Wait. How many? Oh, there's the other one that he's doing. House Eaves and House Pillars. I don't know what an Eve is. And I don't really know. Oh, wait, that's the house pillar that he's doing. Which I guess I just... Okay, that's that. It's just the last House Eve. I don't know what that is. Wait. Is it the one on the other side then? Okay, that's it. That's what an Eve is. I'm gonna check if it's the one on the other side. And if it is, then we're done here. Wait, no? Okay, where is the House Eve that needs doing? Ping it, like show me where it is, please. For the love of God. Oh, it's that? What the heck? Okay. I thought I did that, but I guess not. We did it! Now we can watch our beautiful replay. Yay. Just to let you know, the party was a riot. Everyone had an amazing time, and guess who turned up? The Sour Sisters. First I thought it was going to be carnage. They glided in with their sinister cackle and one left at the ready, but as they circled the scene, everyone was on such a happy vibe that it completely disarmed them. That brought us just enough time to show them that we weren't throwing out the old ways, we were just giving them a sprinkle. Then the real magic began. It was amazing how they just softened and blossomed. It turns out they're not actually the Sour Sisters, but the Sower Sisters. Sowers in sour seeds? Yeah, they had herbs and roots in their pockets that I've never heard of, or let them know what to do with. They apologised and planted themselves at the apothecary, adding a pinch here and another there until every potion sang. Honestly, I doubt there's been that much laughter dancing anywhere ever. Feels like the community is really coming together now. Without your special brand of magic, I don't think it would have happened, at least not like that. Thank you. Yay. We did it. Can we buy anything? Dude, these like loud ass dogs barking outside. That is expensive, I can't even afford it. Oh, but I can get these special designs for my power washer. At least some of them. What about the extensions? Not really that I can afford, I guess. Okay. Well, no, there is. Wait, there is some stuff I can afford. Right? I guess I just can't right now? Oh, wait, no. Some I can buy right now. I can buy this one. Yay, I got an Steam achievement for buying that. Okay. Yeah, that'll probably be all for today. I was hoping to do more than one map, but like... What is the next Shrek thing? Yeah, Shrek Swamp. That is going to take... No. That's going to take like 2 more hours, probably. Ain't no damn way. We will continue though. We will continue with... We'll do some more Powerwash Sim streams at some point. But I like streaming it. I mean, obviously I play a lot of it on my own too, but it's just a fun chill game to stream when I don't know what else to do. Or I'm just kind of doing whatever. Yeah. I hope... I very much hope that the stream... Well, actually, you'll see we have to clean all 150 cars. Dude, that'd be awesome. That'd be actually awesome. Yeah, I hope... I'm gonna stream for 5 minutes more. You just got here. Why do I need to stream for 5 minutes more? But does it only... Wait, does the streak only happen if you go for 5 minutes? Is that how it works? Like, actually? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, fine, I'll stream for 5 more minutes. I don't want to kill the streak for no reason, if you ask me. You're lucky though, because I was about to end it. Yeah, I guess I'll just talk about, like, so... I don't know if I'm going to stream later in the week. I mean, I probably will try to at least, but... if I do, I'll stream a bit of Pokemon. Maybe Friday if I stream Friday. I'm not going to promise anything about streaming Friday, but if I do stream Friday, I'll stream Pokemon. And Sunday, if I stream Sunday again, then it'll be a God Game dev stream, because I know people have been wanting one. It's just, yeah, you know how my situation is, so I can't stream too often. But yeah, if I do, that'll be what I stream. How am I liking Chapter 2 Remix? I mean, the gameplay is Chapter 2, I guess, so I can't really, like... I mean... I don't know. It's good, I guess. It's, like, fine. I don't really like the, I really still don't really love the theming of it all, but I do like the gameplay. Because it's Chapter 2 gameplay. You know, I can't get mad about Chapter 2 gameplay. I just wish that they had the other vehicles in already. Like, I wish they had the boat, and I wish they had the chopper. Because those are, like, very emblematic of Chapter 2 for me. I'm glad that they had the cars in, and especially, like, the older cars, like the big truck. And, like, the sedan. The chopper was in for 2 hours? What happened? Why did they remove it? That's, like, so emblematic of Chapter 2. They really need to put it back in. Like, the chopper is Chapter 2, you know? It wasn't in that many seasons, but... Wait, Caddy Corner? Is Caddy Corner, like, in? Or is it just called, like... I know okay, yeah, the box factory. Yeah. I was gonna say... I am sad that they're not actually doing fucking Chapter 2 Season 3. Like, they should, like, I don't know. I was really looking forward to the Flood. Like, what I wouldn't fucking give to go back. And the news, the leak news, that they're doing, like, OG again, but it's, like, 1 season a month. And it's only it's Chapter 1. That's cool. I guess end sentence, that's cool. But... What about chapter 2? What about my chapter? Like, I don't give a shit about chapter 1. It's like, it's fine. Like, I like the map, it's fine. But I don't give a shit about that. I didn't play those seasons. Like, chapter 2 and chapter 3's maps are way fucking better. They've always been better, straight up. The only argument I could reasonably see is, like, okay, like the chapter 1 season, like 8, 9, X, whatever map is better than like the early chapter 2 ones where they have like no like fucking whatever. Yeah, chapter 2 was December 2019 to like December 2021, so it was 2 years. So like late 2019 to late 2021. That's my fucking map. Specifically my favorite era of that is like the fucking late chapter 2. Chapter 2 season like 6, 7, 8 is like one of the best like season streaks of like any fucking like Fortnite thing. And no, I'm the only one who thinks this because nobody else likes chapter 2 season 6. I love that season. Nobody else liked it. I don't know what the fucking problem was. The crafting was actually kind of cool. The bows are awesome. The primal weapons are great. And you could just get the normal weapons too. I don't know what the problem is. I mean, I guess they got rid of the desert, which sucked a bit, but like I liked the sort of autumn jump, like the primal biome. I don't know. I really liked it. A lot of people didn't, but I did. And that's what matters. They should cater to me. They should cater to me. If they're not making a game if they're not making a game, like ignore everything I said earlier about making stuff for yourself. Make a game for me. If you're not catering to me, you should die. Specifically that game, because that's like a fucking soulless, like, make money game anyway. There's no art put into Fortnite anymore. They're just putting shit out to make money. They were always doing that, but like, there was at least like a semblance of like, okay, they care about what they're doing here, you know? Now it's just, they're just making money. I wouldn't have gotten invested with into the Fortnite lore if there was nothing there, you know? There was something, and now there's nothing. Anyway, I think it's been like, what? How's your streak doing, Kay? Because I want to run stream. I probably could go for another 2 hours if I wanted to, but I kind of don't really want to. Yeah, I want to eat my food. My dinner's getting cold. Think it's good? Swag. Cool. Yeah, I'll be like around. Yeah, I hope everyone, you know, enjoyed. I hope that it helped even a little bit. Because I know, you know, things are a bit touch and go right now. But I hope it helped even a little bit. You know, take care of yourselves. You know, don't stress out. You'll be alright. And I hope all the shit I said meant, like, something. Because I was kind of just talking out my ass for, like, the entire stream. Talking about whatever I fucking wanted. Yeah. I'll see y'all when I see ya. Yes, sorry in between live. I went, like, pretty early today. We're like just finishing up, yeah. I will probably be live later in the week though. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all. I'll see y'all. You know, I'll see y'all around. Take care, everyone. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye.